in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. Fights off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Flood. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 16 on the field goal.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Flood. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, turning it on. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The give on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him. 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
They'll go to the toss. He breaks a tackle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
The give to the tailback. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it on the run. Touchdown tie. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the point after and the lead. Oh, and it's no good, and we're still tied. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Makes the quick grab. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Find some fresh air. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Brings it to the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. A&M comes back out with another first first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air. It's Flood. Pressure coming. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
It leads to 2nd down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The run from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell he took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Gets it to the back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Flood. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Wade. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The carry going off right tackle here. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Flood. He's got his man. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Going to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's a draw. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for the first down, Texas A&M lines up on fourth. Wants to go up top. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start this drive with a pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First two drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back and keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Back to pass. It's Flood. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit. To help out the O. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The give from the gun. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Illegal blocking.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Aggie! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you could name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Pulls it in. It's Evans. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Flood. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Now improvising. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Jukes his way for more. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. Picked up a few extra. But what a play by this defense to get the football. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Flood. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out.
Encroachment defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Smashes it between the uprights.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we'll go to the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. defensive man gave him just a little too much. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Off-play action on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man on the right. Just keeps moving. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Might be changing the route. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Release to the back. On target. And they swarm him under. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage.
Breaks into the open on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Off the RPO, complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Touchdown Tide! They take the lead with the 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. Out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Looking for running. Get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Give to the back. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Look out, he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Bulldozes his way through. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Handoff from the gun. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield, it's Flood. Got his man. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Powers through the defender. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Fires to the big fella.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They just keep firing. Quickly complete. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Looking downfield, it's Flood. Fires to the end zone. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get...
Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Pulls and fires complete. Tripped up for the tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. Gives it on the option. Quick spin on the run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got it in the middle, it's Wade. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Looking to pass. It's Flood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They move on top here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
That's a throw on the drag route where you've just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Defensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Alabama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. I
think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw. And this will be caught as they convert the two. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Goes back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The running back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Flood. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Wade. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Off play action. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Late in football games, I have... I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that. Play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They boot it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air, it's Flood. Rushes on him. Escapes the sack. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it down the left side. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Let's go! Let's go!
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.